Hey, it's Kevin. Thanks for stopping by for another No BS social media update. The question we ask today is, do you really care? Sadly, and I think this is just a product of the business I'm in, the recording artists I work with, some care about their fans, some want to build a bond with them, some want to build a relationship with them, and others just want to go through the motions to try to, get up the food chain faster, if you know what I mean. One of the artists I'm working with right now truly doesn't care what anybody thinks, truly doesn't care what the fans think, truly doesn't care about the fan experience, and that pains me to no end. I try to find positive ways to show them when it's beneficial to a fan and show them when it's beneficial to their relationship with the fans. But it's been like beating my head against the wall sometimes. And the question I ask, and I don't care, again, if you're a recording artist, I don't care if you're an accountant, I don't care if you're just a regular person, is do your friends, your fans, your followers think you're real, or are you just faking it? Because don't kid yourself. If you're just faking it, they know. It's tough being sincere. It's tough exposing ourselves and being real. I was reading a story online a couple of weeks ago in one of my social media email blasts or whatever, talking about how young people today fear that they're forced to be more phony online because of social media. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses, if you will. They're trying to keep up with their friends. They're trying to make their life seem a little bit more glamorous than what it really is. And while we all have a tendency to do that, we all only expose the fun and the cool, I appreciate it, even though they can't do it all the time, when somebody says, hey, will you send out a prayer? Somebody's in the hospital. When they show some vulnerability, when they show some humanity, when they show their reality. Again, we can still maintain privacy online in the social media world, but yet still build a connection and build a bond. And like I said, I gave up a near 30-year radio career for social media because I believed in the power of the bond. I believed in radio, and I still believe in radio and the power of what it can do to reach the masses. But the hardest part about radio is you're speaking in a room where you're imagining people on the other end. You're not actually able to see their body reaction, their body language, their face necessarily all the time. Sure, when you go out and meet them in public, you could, but you couldn't because of the medium. It was a broadcast medium. It was going one way. I was talking to you, the music was going out to you, and I wasn't able to necessarily see how you were experiencing it on your end. With social media, while you can't necessarily see unless you got a video camera going, there's instantaneous reaction. The minute somebody reads something, they can comment right there and it come right back to you. And usually you get an email announcement or you get a text message or whatever it is, that there's an immediate response. Social media, while not necessarily extremely immediate, is darn close to real time. So think about that in terms of people seeing through you. You know what? There are big time stars. We don't care that they're fake. We don't care that they're phony. We love them for who they are and what they are. But for you and me, whether you're just getting started out as a recording artist, whether you're just a media personality, whether you're, again, an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a florist, whatever it is, people want to connect with us. I prefer to do business with businesses that I connect with. I prefer, there was a yogurt shop we went to. Sadly, it closed because not enough people went there. It wasn't in the greatest locations. But I liked the guy who ran the yogurt shop. In fact, I would drive past 2 or 3 other frozen yogurt places to go to his because I liked him, I liked his product. It was all combined. It wasn't a big chain. It was one guy trying to make it in this world. And people connect with that. The reason I do these videos, the reason my face is in these videos is not because I think I've got a pretty face. It's because I want you to see the look in my eyes. I want you to see me looking at you and getting to know the person behind all this. That's our no BS philosophy. And I think it can parlay for everything, and especially parlay when it comes to social media. You know what? I work with a lot of fake and phony people. A lot of people are putting on airs. That's the music business per se. But the people who you get an inkling of their reality, you know what? When Blake Shelton started being Blake Shelton, being the smartass that he was, that's when his stock went up. That's when he got more Twitter followers. That's when he got The Voice. That's when he started getting #1 records back to back to back to back, because he finally became who he really was, and people could see that, and people connect with that. Warts and all, people connect with you if you're willing to give them the chance. Are you real? Are you phony? And more importantly, do you care? Do you really care about what people think? Because if you don't, there's no helping you. Another no BS social media update. We'll do it again next week. All my pertinent information, the email address, the website, the phone number, all coming up here at the end of the video. Thanks. See you next week.